Hello guys, I'm Epsiode, the role-playing gamer, and welcome back to episode 5, I believe, of Tea and Scones with Epsiode. Joining us again, as in every other week, is the Rickmeister, and guest starring this week is Connor Ray from the Bread Mafia, a good friend of mine. What's the crack, Connor?
Hey guys, what's going on?
So, okay, to start off the podcast, I just want to get some stuff out of the way, and then we can talk about the good stuff.
Okay, get some house cleaning.
We're gonna start YouTube. Where the fuck is my fair use?
Yeah.
In their other
No.
genes.
Okay, some of you who watch maybe other YouTubers will be familiar with the hashtag WTFU, where's the fair use, because in the last couple of days Team 4Star's channel got taken down
Again.
and
Like this third
yeah,
time.
but there's fair use legally protects you. You're allowed to use footage from, say, if I saw, I'll just explain what fair use is first. If I watched maybe, say, Fury Road, Mad Max, right, and I wanted to make a satire about it, or I wanted to review it or critique it, I'm allowed to take segments from that movie and show them in a video and say, okay, here's what's wrong with this scene, whatever, or I can make fun of it, whatever I want. As you know, I can take snippets from the movie. As a lot of companies have been doing, they have been violating fair use, but because they have lots of money, nobody can do anything about it, because YouTube has one of the most timid...
Has the worst.
Like, the people who run YouTube are like the most timid group of people I've ever met. Well, I haven't met them. Nobody's met them because they're so goddamn... they're so silent.
They hide and they lurk in the shadows.
They're
They
so
hide in the tower
silent
while
and
being
timid.
whipped.
It's like, come on, has everybody working up there gotten punched in the face too many times as a kid and you're afraid to look anyone in the eye? Come on,
No, this
like...
is a person.
A lot of
I'll
people...
try and...
Yeah.
Yeah, one second. Let me get the rant out of the way first. A lot of people...
Yeah, go on, let's
The
hear your
Nostalgia
rant.
Critic from Channel Awesome has spoken out about this, and he summarised it perfectly, regardless of your personal opinions for Merrick.
Yeah.
I hear everything. I hear everything you do. Every motion you do with your lips.
You were meant to hear that, but alright.
You hear your eyebrows wave and it's like, go screw yourself.
And oh, god damn it, Nick. Doing a podcast for YouTube. TTYL.
Long.
Interference though.
Oh, stop. I haven't talked to Nick in months either.
Out of
But,
nowhere.
yeah, and Boogie2988 made a video about it. I'll be
So
linking...
much better than Doug Walker's.
Have you watched him, Eric?
I did.
You've watched him. I don't believe that. I still don't believe that. I'll be
I watched
linking...
Doug's one.
I'll be linking...
with ad blocker on and Boogie's with ad blocker off. But anyway, never mind. I digress.
I'll digress you in a minute. I'll be linking both Boogies and Channel Awesome's videos about where's the fair use, because frankly it doesn't exist. Now there is a small group of YouTubers that are essentially protected from any form of copyright, because YouTube has done this thing to try and protect them, where they've put money aside to help against court and stuff like that. The Jimquisition, Jim Sterling is a member of that. He's insanely lucky, and I'm glad for him, because he won't have to put up with stuff like that. He won't have his livelihood jeopardized on a daily basis just because, like, at any point, whether it be my channel or yours, Connor, or Angry Joe's channel, or Boogie's, or anyone. The only people who are immune to this is like PewDiePie and the 4 YouTubers who have over 10 million subscribers that are below him.
That we're not salty about. I don't think we should be like mad that like they got successful off a business like that they worked for since the beginning.
Yeah, they work for it. It's like the massive people don't have to worry about that, because they have so much publicity that if anyone puts a false claim on their account, those people will get destroyed.
They're the people that give out the claims, let alone the people that...
No, YouTubers don't really give out claims against other YouTubers.
They do though. No, like...
Not this whole controversy about fair use has nothing to do with YouTubers attacking YouTubers. This is companies attacking YouTubers with false claims that are...
4Star today?
That are getting their livelihoods.
Today is they've been taken down twice by I think it's the publishers of Dragon Ball Z. I can't remember their names.
That's the I don't
But,
know either. That's the
this
thing
time,
though.
this third time is not been that. They actually, I can't remember the name of the guys that do it usually, but it wasn't them this time.
Fine bros.
Probably was.
They probably copyrighted
reacted
something
to it.
there.
They probably saw an article about it, reacted to it, and got sued.
Yeah. The thing is, like, with Team Force there, they've been flagged down by the publishers or the directors or whatever, whether it be to do with games or the TV show of Dragon Ball. That means, right, that the developers or the producers of Dragon Ball don't like Team Force there. Like,
free advertising.
if they make satire about Dragon Ball Z and they don't like it,
amazing.
yeah, it's hilarious. The producers don't like that, so screw you, Team Force there. They've been on YouTube for at least 5 years, because when I first made my YouTube channel, I used to watch those guys.
Yeah.
I used to watch them, and that's at least 5 years ago.
Yeah.
So
I only started watching it recently.
Yeah, this is their livelihood, like.
Yeah,
and people who say that YouTube isn't a legit way to make money in a career, those people are stupid. Those people need to go and read, like, go and.
My say behind, so I leave my outside.
Look, Eric, if you think YouTube's not a valid career option, you're just wrong.
It is a valid.
You're wrong. Because the thing is, as Jim Sterling put it today, on YouTube, you're unless you're specifically protected like the Jim Position is, your livelihood, your job, essentially, is in jeopardy every day because a producer or a butthurt, some butthurt publisher that you don't like their game might think, I don't like, he put up a negative review, I'll have his channel taken down because I'll spam it with copyright and claims. So they can essentially destroy everything you've worked for in the last number of years. Like that, like they can...
Yeah.
They can do it, and people who say, oh, this is like putting all your eggs in one basket, whatever. If you go into work, if you work as a construction worker, you're putting your job in the hands of your boss who can fire you at any time. It's the same thing, it's just one is over the internet and one's in real life. If you're an independent, say, journalist, your job is in the hands of your fan base. Because if they turn around and say you suck and they all leave, that's you gone. Same with YouTube. If your subscribers suddenly turn around like with the Fine Bros, they messed up big time. Their careers aren't over, but they're certainly taking a blow. Well, their careers might as well be over. They
got a bloody nose.
They took a blow from it. That's the thing. Yeah. No matter where you work, at any time, every day your job is always in jeopardy from your boss, your manager, your fans, whoever the hell wants it. It just happens that on YouTube, they're abusing the system a lot more. But look, I'm not really qualified. I'm not,
because it's a very abusive system.
It's like the fair use, like the copyright system on YouTube is just, it doesn't work properly, and YouTube apparently want to change it, but they haven't. But so
here's a fun fact about it: if someone gets a copyright flags your video for copyright, all right, they'll make the money that you should be making for that video until the thing is fixed.
And when the claim is withdrawn, you don't get that money back either.
You start getting paid for it again. But,
but the money they've already taken from you don't get back.
I watch a guy called I watch YouTuber called Smubboy, and he does like critiques of games and stuff and other YouTubers. So he done a critique of the Clever Noob's video, is the game industry crashing? So he made a fair video. It critiqued what he said, and the Clever Noobs got it taken down. So he fought this forever to get it back up, and then when he did get it back up, the Clever Noobs are now suing him in court, and he's all like, "You guys are fucked because I'm going to win this fucking court battle."
Yeah. See, because the thing is, right, it's all censorship, like. The big people up in the clouds with all the money, they don't like your opinion on YouTube, they'll get it flagged. See, the thing is, most of these claims usually get dropped after a while, but they still damage your channel, because when you have a claim on, you can only, like, if they claim more than 3 of your videos,
if you get a copyright,
the thing is, you only get to, you only, that's if the claims aren't withdrawn, though, within 30 days or whatever. If you if you get copyright claims and you dispute it, you can only dispute like 2 at a time. So if you get more than 2, that's you. It's game over. It's game over because you can only dispute 2 at a time, and they have 30 days to withdraw the claim or press the claim. And at that stage, like, they can get your channel taken down. It's very rare that it's taken down permanently, because if the YouTubers are big enough, like if it happened to like with Team Force there, like they're fighting it to get their goddamn careers back. It won't. They will because it won't be taken to court. It won't be taken to court because the companies are just in the wrong, or whoever's flagged it is in the wrong, because it's fair use. So legally, it can't stay down.
They say at the start of every video that they're doing it as a joke, and
yeah, that's fair use.
It's because they're fans, but
guys,
Team Force have been taken before. The fucking guys at Yu-Gi-Oh! Bridge have been banned about 7 million times.
Yeah.
But they keep coming back.
It's just...
it's the guy that does Botchamania fucking has... I've lost count how many times he's been
Guys,
banned.
just a heads up there. Team 4-Star is back on now. I just checked it there.
Yeah.
That's good. That's good.
So Team 4-Star has their channel back.
Welcome back to YouTube, boys.
I'm surprised it was that quick. I was expecting it to be at least a day.
I think it's because so many YouTubers kind of spoke out for them.
I think it's just because like it was just
guys, their earlier episode of Dragon Ball Abridged has been taken down. Their last episode that's been taken down. It's not been put back up yet. That's just
we mightn't see that video for a couple of weeks, man.
Yeah, but anyway, on your fact there, Jimmy, you know what I think about YouTube? I still think YouTube is still, like, internet law is still in the early stages of, like, people are still trying to understand what's fair use. Like, to be honest myself, I'm just listening to you two talk about it because I'm just a simple YouTuber. I had no idea what you're talking about, like, until I agreed to come along, and now I have a better understanding of it. Like, and that's what they're not. That's not what YouTube is portraying at the moment. Like, they're not showing, like, okay, guys, this is YouTube, this is how it works, and this is what you should do to not get your channels taken down. They don't explain that well. They put it in there.
The thing is, though, YouTube doesn't,
someone from flagging it. Like, I could literally go onto this
he could flag. Eric is in this video. He could flag it. He could flag it if he wanted to.
For you putting my name in, like, vain.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like,
you can literally call me a shit cunt right now, and that's enough reason for me to take it down.
Damn, you dirt monkey. But like, seriously,
but,
like, the reason it's so easy, because like it's essentially, let's be frank, it's companies censoring negative like opinions against them, right? Let's just state that as it might not be, but let's state it as fact just for the sake of the argument. And you essentially, right, you can claim as many people, as many videos as you want, because you don't get, you can, whether the claims be false or not, you don't get punished for it. I could go around, I could claim 1,000 YouTubers, I could claim 1,000 videos off every YouTube channel, and all the claims will be false, and I won't get punished for it. You don't get punished for false claims. And that's why it's not gonna stop until some enforcement starts happening. Until YouTube,
I don't see that
decide to, like, it won't. But like, it's just, I think it's gonna settle down a bit, because the controversies after getting so big around it that
it's pissing everybody off.
That everybody, all the big people, are turning around saying, "Look, listen, corporate, you better sit your ass down, or we're gonna sort you out."
Yeah, like this, it's turning into a world now. It's like 10 years now since it's almost been 10. Like today, like this year, 2016 on November, YouTube will be 10 years old. That's what's going to be happening, and I still think it's still too young. And it needs to work, like, it needs to find a way to, like, you know, control accusations, or like have an inspection accusation first. Like, you know, if you flag a video, somebody should check it and go, yeah, that's actually true, or no, that's false. Yeah.
See,
like, they should have a job for...
Go on.
No, like, I think somebody should, like, that's what I think, somebody should have a job of, like, actually monitorizing those claims, like, and that would just make, that would, like,
but that's more money YouTube doesn't want to pay.
Yeah, but they're good.
That's the problem. My point I was getting to is that it's all automated. Like, if you want to dispute somebody's claim, you will almost all the messages and emails going, all the messages and emails going between all these disputes, arguing it out. You will never be talking to a person, a human from YouTube. It's all a robot.
You get a box that you can put 300 characters into for your reason why it's a false claim.
Yeah. When you should be actually talking
because
to
you're
a
an
person,
asshole.
like,
That's why it's a
literally
false
have.
claim.
It's ridiculous,
I like your misuse of it. I know what you were actually going to say there.
Yeah.
Censored yourself, nice
Yeah.
one. We might get censored. Holy crap.
Sure.
We're talking about it, but see, the thing is, right?
we're not shitting on anybody in particular though. We're just saying.
Yeah, all of you people who make false claims in general. Yeah, I hope you're listening. Screw you guys. You can eat my ass.
Yeah.
That's why I'm keeping my opinions of the YouTubers we've been talking about to myself, because they'll probably flag this thing.
Yeah, no, like if I
ironic. It would be ironic if Doug Walker got this claim because I started talking shit about him.
Yeah, well, see, I don't know. His Jew-mongering ways don't really, they I don't have a problem with it because it was a while back, and to be honest, I haven't watched Doug Walker in about 5 years until today. So until watching his hashtag WTFU, but like, as soon as all these companies and people flagging videos start getting, and developers and publishers start getting flack from like people going, why are you just falsely claiming these people? They're gonna it's not gonna stop. It's never gonna stop, but it's gonna lessen, because at the end of the day they're trying to censor bad press, and they're just gonna end up getting more bad press if YouTubers keep speaking out about it. But look, it was a controversy I felt it necessary to talk about, and
like it happened today, like so.
So look, I support the oh god, I feel stupid saying this, the hashtag WTFU community, or whatever you'd like to call yourselves. I'm all
Fan base.
I'm all for YouTubers' rights. I'll step out of my street with a sign and YouTubers' rights, and I'll go protest up in Dublin. I might ask Sinn Féin to try and sort some stuff out.
Yeah, go right ahead.
But they might blow up. They might blow up. I don't know. Jim Sterling. They'll blow up the internet.
We go to the one man about freedom, guys. We go to the Sanders himself.
Yeah.
But look, I haven't been. I haven't been. Like, I've had one claim on my account since I started, and that was, to be honest, I'm not sure if it was fair use. I used a snippet from a metal track as an intro to one of my videos, and it got claimed by some music company. I disputed the claim, I think, or I could have just or I think I might have just accepted it, because I was
what
like 12.
What year was this around?
This was in like
this
2000. This is in like 2013.
Yeah.
All right.
And I think I just accepted it. It was on one of my Divine Divinity videos, and I think I just gave them the rights to that video because I was like 12 and I didn't know what I was doing. I might have just given away that video. It's still on my channel.
You just gave away all your prostitution. Like they now own you.
Yeah. The only thing I actually own right now are the socks I'm wearing, probably, but because I don't think anybody wants those. But
I'm pretty sure.
I'll give you $2 for them.
Yeah. Oh, done.
Dollars.
Yes. Two more dollary dues. But
we're using dollars in a European country. Oh yes.
Canadian dollars.
That exchange rate.
Oh god, no, not the Canadian dollar. That shit's deader than fucking Elvis, man.
No.
Actually, it's not that bad.
You know a Sacagawea dollar that you trade in for a regular dollar.
Yeah.
But yeah. So I've never had trouble with it, but that's probably because I don't make money off YouTube. As soon as I start making money, it's gonna hit the fan then. But
this is when you start rolling in that €1.
Yeah. Oh, don't worry. Some douchebag at a desk up at corporate will be like, "Hey, that guy's making €1. Well, I can't have that." Furiously types. All of my videos claimed. Channel gets taken down. Kill self. Life over. But yeah. Anyway.
Kill self.
Yeah. They'll probably copyright my life, and I'll just have to take. I'll have to do the only thing I can.
Masturbate.
You can't own me. But yeah, so that's all I have to say about that. Unless Eric, do you have anything to talk about? Any topic in particular, or
No.
no?
Not
Okay,
really.
so you can just chime into my next topic. But Connor, what do you have anything specific you'd like to talk about before we go on to immersiveness in gaming?
Seeing as we're on like the YouTube talk here, like I found it interesting, like, because these days, like, you can't just upload something to YouTube now. You can just live stream now. So I'm like thinking here, what's going to be the future? Is it going to be YouTube,
The Matrix.
or is it going to be streaming?
It's gonna be streaming, I think.
Like, there's YouTube gaming now, and now there's Twitch TV that's getting bigger and bigger
Twitch
nearly
is
every
the
day.
best.
Thing is, though,
I
I
stream on
don't
Twitch
think
sometimes.
Twitch will ever overtake YouTube. I think
because
that they will
Twitch is
always.
it's just
like,
gaming streams.
I think they will go hand in hand because
Yeah, they do go hand in hand.
like,
they do.
But
like,
YouTube
if a
is
person just say I was streaming, I'd stream from say 5 to 6. Not all not all my fans
Though
might be able to.
There are full-time streamers.
Yeah. But like, for example, like, not all my fans might be able to watch that stream from 5 to 6 because they might be working or just might not be at home. You know, like.
Yeah.
So,
And
but
then you upload it on
if
YouTube.
I put it
like.
up to YouTube, anyone can watch it at any time, whenever they want, and that's why I think YouTube will always just not be better, but it'll always be the easier bet for people.
Yeah, like, and
Like,
the fact
right
is,
now, right now, I am watching a Counter-Strike stream right now. That's what I'm doing right now. It's like, yeah, Twitch is great because it's basically like television. Like, I can see, like, it's been like television now.
yeah,
It's like nobody watches TV anymore. You
Like-
watch a stream or you watch Netflix.
nobody
or
watches
whatever the hell you
TV.
want.
I watch TV. I don't have Netflix. I'm the old gen. I still watch television. I still have a VCR in my bedroom.
I'm
Which isn't
20.
even allowed.
I'm 20, Timmy, and I have a Nintendo 64 in my room.
Nice. I wish
I
I
wish
had a
I
Nintendo
still had my
64.
Nintendo 64. I wish I still had
If I
mine.
had a PlayStation 2 right now, I wouldn't be doing this podcast. I'd be playing Jack and Daxter. So
Jack and Daxter.
all of
Any
them.
Good answer.
Yeah.
Especially Jack X.
Jack X
The
was actually
racing
a good game. It
Jack
was a
X
good game.
surprised me.
Yeah,
Jack
it-
X surprised me.
It was like it just took the racing or the driving mechanics from Jack 3 and just put them into a full game. Because the driving mechanics of Jack 3
Which they
were
could have
awesome.
easily done.
Yeah, but Jack 2, yeah, but see the thing, they did very little work and still made a really good game. So I
Yeah,
don't have a problem with
But
that.
we're going a bit off topic here, like, so maybe
Yeah.
we should, like, yeah. So,
Okay.
No, don't worry. That's what happens every week.
oh really?
Yeah.
So-
Usually it ends up being Resident Evil shit talk, but we leave it this week.
I could talk about Resident Evil, but I think you've talked the ears out of people now at this point about Resident Evil.
Yeah.
But
And XCOM 2.
Yeah. And XCOM 2.
And XCOM 2.
played it yet.
Oh, you probably
I'm-
won't get the
I'm-
chance because it still crashes for everybody half the time.
I'll just wait until it becomes relevant, or like it becomes doable. But
Wait for first expansion.
It'll never be doable. It'll always be mutants shooting you through 14 buildings in the fog of war on a different map
just
in
get-
a different country.
but you
Crit for
Wait for the first
400
expansion to
damage.
fix it.
do you think YouTube gaming is going to overtake Twitch at all?
Not in
at
a million
any
years.
stage?
Not
Really?
in a million years.
What?
Because,
Wait, what?
like, you know, YouTube has
Most YouTubers use Twitch anyway. So
YouTube gaming.
nobody uses
YouTube gaming is bigger than Twitch though.
Not.
It has to be.
Funhouse-
Like, come on,
Funhouse
YouTube
streaming.
gaming's been around
YouTube streaming.
for years, man.
No, YouTube gaming. You know the streaming service from YouTube.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Oh no,
It's-
that's never gonna happen.
Never gonna beat it. Never.
I didn't even know YouTube had a streaming service, and I've been on
That's
YouTube
how
for.
bad it-
I've been
yeah.
putting up videos on YouTube for 5 years. God
Oh no,
damn it.
yeah, I've used it like once or twice, but there's like no response to it because like it's not really broadcast in any way when you go onto your YouTube channel. Like there's just like there's no way of people actually accessing
Yeah,
it.
it just says
Until
it comes up in your subscription box.
Yeah,
saying that
like
you're
I
live
know
streaming.
Funhouse. I know Funhouse use YouTube gaming because it's easier.
Like
because
Twitch is really easy. I use Twitch to stream whatever the hell I want whenever
Yeah,
I
if
want.
Eric can do
Like,
it, anyone
like,
can do it.
Anyone can do it. I'm a dumb
Yeah.
bastard.
He can't even spell. Just in general, he can't
Yeah,
even
this guy
spell
is such an
words.
idiot.
I probably can't spell stream.
Eric, 10 points if you get the reference. A trained monkey could do your job.
Yeah, pretty much.
Did you get the reference?
I've heard it before. I can't remember.
Do
where
you
it's
get
from,
the reference?
No.
Tropic Thunder.
Oh god, no.
That movie is amazing. I don't care what you
I
say.
told you I did. I told you I don't really like that movie.
That movie's awesome. I am God and you are my chosen disciples. Oh.
Oh.
Oh, I love
Tropic
that.
Thunder.
I watched that movie, I'd say about 4 times, like, in a row. I binged Tropic Thunder when I was, like, 14. I had it on copy. I had a copy of it. Infringement.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Copyright infringement.
Yeah, but see, my copy of it was on a disc, not on YouTube, so you can't do anything. Actually, well, you still can, but you can't take it to court.
They show up and take your disc. And snap it.
Reminds me of that,
Yeah, just a
FBI
dude in like black
episode of The
shades and a
Simpsons,
suit.
where
Is
FBI are
this the
watching
man?
The Simpsons.
Is this the man?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. The Tropic Thunder. Unit 417. Okay. Unit terminated.
It's like, we're taking out coke dealers at the moment.
Yeah.
No,
We're taking out
taking
CD
Tropic
dealers.
Thunder people. We're taking people that watch Tropic Thunder when they're 14.
I think Robert Downey Jr. wants to...
These guys are the real threat to society. The terrorists. These guys are the real ISIS. Damn Tropic Thunders. Okay.
ISIS.
Ice
who?
tea.
Vanilla ice.
Yeah.
Vanilla iced tea. Oh,
Ice
God.
Cube, Iced Tea, Mr. T, Mr. Freeze, Mr. Ice.
Tea
Oh
confirmed
man, the
same
Mr.
person.
Freeze pops though. Those are
Yeah,
amazing.
Mr. T and Mr. Freeze Pops are confirmed same person.
Yeah,
God.
secretly all along. You see that snowman? He has a gold chain.
Going on the one universe theory, where if you can make, so there's a theory which is if anybody makes like an appearance in something, you can say that they're in that universe.
Okay, Mr. T's in the Snickers universe.
Yeah, no, Mr. T was in a Snickers ad.
Snickers
And Mr. T was in a Snickers ad, and Mr. T was in the A team. So Snickers and the A team are the same.
Mr. T was also in the Rocky
No, I
universe.
honestly think,
so Rocky and the A team are the same universe.
No, but Eric, going by that theory, everyone is in the same universe.
Yes, exactly.
Unless you are a cartoon. Except for SpongeBob, because
No, cartoons count.
Okay.
Well, Rick and
yeah,
Morty.
true.
Rick and Morty.
Rick and Morty done an opening to The Simpsons. Rick and Morty and The Simpsons are in the same universe.
Because Rick and Morty can go to any universe they want to.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, well, that just busted his theory wide open.
No,
Rick and Morty are in every...
theories. It could be anything.
Rick and Morty haven't appeared in Babylon 5, but they're in Babylon 5 because they can travel to different universes.
No,
Yeah.
they were in something. They were in the... No, you can just try to link...
They're in the Gravity Falls
If
universe.
someone's-
I link my fist to your teeth, Eric.
No, like if someone...
My
is in
fist
Babylon-
and your mouth are in the same
If
universe.
someone is in Babylon 5 that's in The Simpsons, like if one of the actors
Definitely
in The
not.
Simpsons if one of the actors in Babylon 5 made a cameo in The Simpsons, then Rick and Morty and Babylon 5 are in the same universe.
Yeah, well, that definitely hasn't happened because almost all the actors from Babylon 5 are dead.
Yeah,
Or
probably.
really old.
But you could go back
Except
further
for-
by going
except
like
for,
Leonard Nimoy was in an episode of Simpsons, and he
Yes.
made
Yeah.
and like
Star Trek, Simpsons.
Leonard Nimoy wasn't in Babylon 5 though, so
No, if he
Babylon
was
5
Spock, if he
confirmed
was
still
Spock,
amazing.
Like if he's Spock in The Simpsons, then I think that's how it works. I don't know.
Oh no, because
It's a funny
otherwise
ass
it's just
theory.
Leonard Nimoy in the
It's a
the
funny
same.
ass theory which I've talked to my friends about for a good solid
Okay,
25
so-
30 minutes before. It's funny.
Okay, so coming back from the tangent,
yeah, the fucking huge tangent off the cliff.
The tan
64.
Yeah.
Backflip.
Okay, so I'm assuming we've all talking about our topics unless there's more to add to this Twitch versus YouTube gaming.
No.
Well, not really. Like,
Twitch
I
is
just want
gonna
to
win.
Yeah, Twitch.
Well, like,
Twitch
what-
confirmed win.
Until League of Legends-
YouTube
until
pulls
League of
out.
Le- until League of Legends and Counter Strike goes on to YouTube, then Switch would always win because
No.
League of
I
Legends is
think
watched by
I
a
think
million
Twitch.
people.
I think the way they monetize Twitch is better than YouTube, and YouTube
Much
should
better.
take a leap.
You can actually play your own music on Twitch and nobody bans you anymore. Great.
What do you mean play your
But
own
there's
music?
Twitch caps. There's Twitch caps.
Basically, what happened was Twitch used to
Pull over, it's the cops.
Twitch had a thing before where
If you
it would-
played
like,
copyrighted sound.
you had fair use. It was fair use if you used copyright songs. It was in fair
well,
use.
if you play a full song, that's not
And-
really fair use.
No,
but
no. Didn't they said that okay, it's fair use but we have to stop because all the companies are getting pissed off. So they started banning YouTube. They started banning Twitch streamers for using their own. And then the owner was like, "Fuck that! We're going back to that fair use yoke, so you can actually play your own."
Yeah.
Which is really
see,
good.
if I record this playing my Winter Sun album in the background and I got hit for copyright,
Yeah, you would.
I'd personally buy a ticket, fly to whoever copyrighted me and beat them up because I've paid you money for this album. I have it here.
You get grab a step ladder, ring the
it's in-
doorbell, and go yes.
It's in my hand. It's in my hand. This is to exercise the point. It's not actually my Winter Sun album. That's upstairs. But this is my Primordial album, one of them.
Take a
See,
picture.
I've
put it up on Eric Abbott.
I've paid money for this. I can touch it. I'm rubbing it off my face.
You're licking it right now.
I've paid. No, that was kind of disgusting. But and I just nearly dropped it. And I nearly just smashed it off the floor. So yeah, I've paid money for this, so I should be allowed to play it in every one of my videos.
Well, no.
Because I've paid the money for this content. I've bought this album with these 8 tracks on it. I don't own the rights to them, but I've paid you money to listen to it, so I should be able to listen to it at my leisure. Point proven. Anyway, now that we're done are we done talking about the YouTube gaming
Yeah,
and Twitch?
I think
Okay.
Yeah, I think we are, because there's nothing really to add. Like, there's just basically us comparing. Like,
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I don't use either, so I don't live stream. I personally find Twitch a bit hard to use when you're watching streams, but like not even hard to use. It's just it's an ugly
Click
site.
on the video and watch.
It's ugly. It's an ugly website. That's just
Pop
what.
that shit on full screen. It don't matter. Or with the chat. If you have the chat that is like, you only have like 30 people or something watching. You're just chilling. Watching the stream, talk to the dude that's streaming.
Yeah. But I just don't personally like streams because they're not very convenient. That's why I don't like them. Now I can't like. I can't.
Well, if you plan to watch it, like if you have a plan to watch it, then it's fine.
Yeah, but
Like I have a plan to watch one
it's like
on
the same thing.
Saturday.
I never plan to watch TV anymore because I just hit record. I hit record and just watch it later. You know, that's why I personally don't like Twitch. Like it is a great service, but I just don't use it because I prefer to be able to watch a video at any point
Yeah.
when I have time.
Well, you can rewatch
'Cause-
streams as well.
but
I
some
could-
streamers actually just upload the streams on YouTube.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know that's why I just don't use it just in general. Like I know there's specific people who are different to everything, but I just don't use it in general.
You can make ridiculous amounts of money from streaming as well. Just ask Kitty plays games. She's loaded, and she
Do
doesn't
you
even
get
barely even
paid
play
to
the
stream
game.
on Twitch?
No, people donate in retarded amounts of money, and sponsors give you money as well.
Oh, okay.
But donations are your main paying.
Yeah, okay. Well, anyway, on to the
Next
final topic for the night. Something I wanted to talk about. I said I'd talk about at the end of philosophy edition of Tea and Scones last week. Is immersiveness in gaming.
Alright, yeah, this is a topic.
Where do you want to take that?
Where'd you want to go?
It's kind of tying into what I was talking about last week and about. Well, it ties in a bit about how I was talking about how games can fundamentally change you as a person, especially when you play them when you're young. And by fundamentally change you, I mean, you know, turn you into a good dude because, you know, like,
Like,
and how they can help you in tough times in your life. Not turn you into an insane psychopath who cuts kids and shoots people. That
GTA guys.
If you play a game and then go and shoot somebody, you're just a psychopath, and it has nothing to do with the game. If you
It's your fucking
if you
parents'
beat
fault.
someone to death with a game, That's a bit of a grey
That's still
area.
kinda your
You're
fault.
still a psychopath,
But you used-
but technically it is the game's fault because you might have cut their throat with the CD off, I don't know, Ratchet and Clank. But,
Yeah.
those were my nuts and bolts.
Yeah.
But yeah. Anyway, so as I was saying, like I talked a bit last week about rough time I had in my life a few years ago. I had a very lengthy period of for of a seriously rough time, and what I used to do is when I've had a terrible day, I used to just go home, sit down, pick up my favorite game. It was usually Jack and Daxter, and I used to just sit there and play it. I didn't specify the amount of time I'd play it for. I'd sit down and I'd just play it. I'd turn it off when I didn't want to play it anymore, and then I'd just feel good. I'd feel better about whatever was wrong.
Yeah.
And I did this recently with what game was it? Recently, I think it might have been The Witcher 3. Maybe I did it recently with something. I can't remember what. Could have been Mountain Blade as well, because I play a hell of a lot of fun. I'm playing that right now. So yeah. And when you just lose yourself in a world, it's. I consider it a good thing all the time, unless you lose yourself in insanity because the game is so bad and you just never come back. But I always consider it a good thing. Like when especially if you're feeling bad, and you want to just go out of your body, away from your life for a while, and then you get absorbed into a video game. And I wanted to talk about how immersiveness can, like, especially in RPGs, because that's in RPGs and horror games, immersiveness is a key factor
so I was gonna say about horror games.
into making a game good. Like
Yeah.
one of the newest kind of horrors on the scene, Layers of Fear, wasn't that immersive. A lot of people say it's amazing. A lot of people say it's terrible. From the very little I've played of it, it looks really. It has a really great premise, but it's not immersive.
Like,
I just want to
normally
talk
don't get
about
immersed
first
in
things
games.
first. Like
Sorry,
Witcher
yeah,
3
yeah,
is a game that I find extremely immersive. Like, and like, I find all RPGs like The Witcher 3 wouldn't be as good as it is. It's one of the few 10 out of 10s that have been in a long time, and it wouldn't be as good if it wasn't immersive. Like, when I'm sitting down playing The Witcher and I'm role playing as Geralt, obviously, I don't think I'm a dude playing a game. I think, holy crap, I'm Geralt of Rivia and I just cut that guy in half.
Well, that's not really what I don't normally do that. I normally am like, alright, I am a guy playing. I am playing as this character, if it's like that. But what it is I'm more like I'll react to what the fuck's going on and all that shit. That's how I get immersed in stuff. Like, I'll react and
like
like,
I would agree on Timmy's part, and the main thing I would use on this is, call me cheesy, but like when I played The Last of Us, I felt Joel's pain at the start of the game.
yeah.
I felt his pain at the start, and then I felt.
The game I was gonna say was Alpha Protocol.
What a game!
Okay,
What a
okay,
game!
right.
Alpha Protocol
Let me
is.
think about Alpha
I love Alpha Protocol. It's
Yeah,
amazing.
think about Alpha Protocol.
Yeah.
It's not the best game ever, but it's my favorite RPG ever, because I've never played a game like that before. Like, story-wise, where everything can change on just what you say, and like I'm sitting there like.
Its
Okay,
writing was
what
stellar.
the fuck do I say here?
It had some
And then there's a
stellar
bit in it,
writing.
There's a bit in it where you make a choice, and like there's the bit in it.
Eric,
where
you're
after you
lagging
make
a
the
small
choice, the
bit,
guys-
dude. Just slow down your speech a
Oh,
bit, just
what?
so the video can pick it up.
Okay. There's a bit in it where you make a choice, and after the choice, you're talking to this guy, and he's like, you look emotionless now, but when you made that choice, I can sense what you were like. And then you're sitting there in the chair, and then it cuts to you sitting in a chair in your apartment, hands in your head, and like you're just, and you hear the sounds of the people that you just kind of sacrificed. And I was sitting there like, holy shit, I just did that. And that's what I'm like, kind of immersion. I'm like, holy crap, I just did that.
Yeah.
Unless it's
Yeah,
horror
see,
games
when you
where
think
I'm
of it-
genuinely like, I'm creeped out and I'm like, holy shit, this is gonna
Like
This
when
is
you
gonna get
think I made that choice, like if you think, what's the guy's name from Alpha Protocol?
Michael Thornton.
Michael. Yeah, if you think Michael just did that, that's not immersion. You're not immersed in.
Yeah.
But if you think, holy crap, I
Yeah.
personally just killed those people.
Yeah.
That's immersion. And like that can make a hell of a lot of difference in like the way, like in the way that you come out of stuff. Like when you get so immersed in a game and something happens and it really, like, for example, as Connor said at the start of The Last of Us, that game can make you feel like if you think, holy crap, my daughter just died. I'm not spoiling it. It happens in the first 30 seconds.
It happens in the first game part.
It happens in the
first.
first.
If you haven't played
Yeah,
it by
it's been
now,
about
man.
it's been like 2 years, so
Yeah, of
like,
course. Like,
it's had 2 releases. If you haven't played it by now, just shut up.
Yeah.
Like if you like, I personally didn't put on my heartstrings that much because I wasn't playing the game. I was just watching my friend play it, and it happened. But I still felt a bit of emotion, and when a game brings emotion out of you, that's good. Like that's what
That's a good thing.
that when it makes you feel. It's the experience is so much deeper. Like it's the way people would say, "Oh, it's just a game." It's not though. It's really
an adventure.
It's like some of the like
It's like
I'll
reading
be
a
I'll
book
kind
and being
of
the exact same.
yeah I'll reveal a bit of myself here. Like I've very idealistic views on a lot of things, but like, you know, some days I wake up and I wish I was living in 400 AD as a Viking. Or some days I wish I was living in like this in the fantasy happy ever after land of Jack and Dexter after all the war and bloodshed. You know,
Pretty much.
you know, it's like some days I just wish I
was living in the
wasn't.
Sword Art Online universe.
Yeah,
even
it's
though
just-
that anime sucks ass.
You know, some days I just wish I was living, not so much a dream, but I was living in a video game, because like, you know, games where people have a happy ending, and you know, they all live happily ever after, whatever you like to call it. But you know, games where that happens, like where the hero is the hero, because in real life, there aren't, like, at the end of the day, most heroes don't survive what makes them a hero.
Yeah.
In real life, you know, so like and like another example of what immersion, especially in The Witcher 3, how that changed the experience for me. There's a point in The Witcher 3 down, I'm not sure, down a side, one of the side quests, because there's main quest, side quests, Witcher contracts, and there's treasure hunts. So side quests are like, they're like mini main quests. They affect other characters.
Someone's all like, I need help here, and you're like, alright. Cool.
Yeah, but these things stretch out for a long ass time. Like.
Yeah.
And I finished one of the main characters, like, okay, well, I finished Triss Marigold's side quest, right? I'm not going to spoil what happens, but depending on what you say at the end of it, a multitude of things can happen. I said the wrong thing, and I'm not going to spoil what happens, but I said the wrong thing, and afterwards, I felt like, I was like, holy crap. God damn it. I was literally thinking, what if I'd done differently? I literally personally felt like I'd messed up.
you
I didn't
know,
really think
and-
that
and
in
then-
Alpha Protocol, because I made the other choice in the second time I played through it.
you know who does that very well, and it's been out this year. Undertale actually does that thing very well. Like,
Oh yeah, no, like I don't
Yeah,
want to say
Undertale's
anything. I
entire-
don't really want to say anything about Undertale.
Yeah, we
because
can't-
But
we
I'm going to
we
talk
can't
about it
play
because I
obviously
haven't
talk
played
about-
it. I'm going to talk about what
Yeah.
I've heard about it because I haven't played it yet, but I heard that, like, depending on how you actually play the game,
Yeah,
like
like, no,
physically
the-
play the game,
we should
every
we shouldn't
character's-
really say anything
yeah.
about it. You really have to.
Yeah,
really
okay,
have
yeah,
to
okay,
play
yeah, I won't,
what we
okay.
can just say is like,
Just
shut
Undertale
up
does it, you should go out and play
watch
it.
it.
Yeah,
Play the game.
go out and play the
watch
game.
the game or whatever.
Like, so,
Yeah.
like, if I wasn't in The
Black
Witcher
Ops
3,
Online does it as well.
I'd be thinking, oh, Geralt just messed up there and now he feels bad. But when it's me who personally feels the pain that
Yeah.
it just makes the game speak to you a lot more, if that makes sense. You know, it makes it a lot more personal to you. Like, most of my fondest memories growing up are video games. Like, I have more of memories of video games than I have of real life, because I spent most of my childhood playing video games because I had a really rough time. That's all I did to kind of save myself from feeling bad all the time, was playing video games.
I'd be the opposite. I remember playing games with my friends, actually.
Yeah.
I'd have memories of, like, coming home and, like, my friends would come over and we would play, what was the first game? We played Mario Kart. We played Mario Kart on the 64, myself and my friends.
Shit out of Mario Kart.
Yeah, I never
That's
did
what-
that.
that's what-
But I'm the exact same as you.
That's-
I used to
that's
play
what
that
we
in Mario
did.
64.
That's what we did, and I remember distinct memory where we were all sitting there. It was me and my four friends, and we were all playing Mario Kart. And we were playing against the NPCs, and like we were playing pretty good, and it was like it turned intense, like to the point where we were trash talking each other.
Yeah.
All four of us, like an NPC just flew past us. Who was Toad? Toad flew past us and won first place, and then it came second, third, fourth, fifth, and we fucking raged. We lost our shit, and I literally fucked my controller.
Express.
Yeah, no, I fucked my controller from one end of the room to the other. I went, "Fuck you, Toad! You little dick shit! You little piece of..." And I just lost it. Like, I just went full rage. And my mother just happened to walk in, looked at me and my friends as we were raging at Toad, and was like, "Maybe it's time you guys go outside." And we were like, "Yeah, probably."
Screw you, Mom!
We kind of looked at the fact.
I'm 12 now, I can do what I want.
Like, my Nintendo 64 controller was like smashed to bits on the ground. I was like, "Yeah, let's go outside."
You definitely
That's
cried about that later, though.
I wouldn't have fond memories of like moments in games. Like, I'll remember them, but I'd have better moments of playing with my friends and being immersed in the game with my friends.
Yeah, that I didn't have that though. Like, that tied into, you know, having a really rough, because I had a rough time. Like, I had a depression for a solid 6 years. Like, I only came out of it like 2 years ago, and even less maybe. And because of that, I isolated myself from people. Like, the only person I ever played games with was my cousin Michael. Eric, you know Michael. You might know him as well, Michael. I don't know who, but we used to do martial arts together. And this was, even then, this was almost before that I went through that time. We used to come home and we used to just play Age of Empires 2 on my PlayStation all day. We didn't even play that many co-op games. We just sit down and we'd both be like, "We both love this game, let's play it." And we just play, like, it was almost always Age of Empires and Crash Tag Team Racing.
Oh, Crash Tag Team Racing.
That game, man.
That was another game we played as well.
And
Yeah,
like, we just sit down and play that, like, you know, I don't know, I guess I just had a really messed up kind of childhood in that kind of terms, in those kind of terms. I'm not like one of those, you know, orphans who were beaten by their parents and stuff. God, like, oh, that should never happen to anyone. But like, I'm not trying to make it out as if I've had a really hard and terrible life. I haven't. I have a pretty damn good life at the moment, like, you know. But I didn't have the same kind of childhood. Like, I didn't have, like, I don't have many. I have barely any memories of me hanging out with my friends and having a great time. It's usually just me getting so immersed into a video game that I remember video game. I remember the story of Jak and Daxter like I've actually lived it, as if it was actually my own life. If you understand, if you get me. Because like it's almost like the memories of video games have replaced what should have been memories for me. When I was younger, like all kids should have memories of, you know, having a great time playing soccer with their friends or whatever they like to do, you know, when they're younger. And I don't have those, you know, those memories. So I think I might just be a complex or whatever, that I just replaced them with memories of video games. But you'd be surprised how much that can actually... Oh, I just got a javelin to the head. You'd be surprised how much that can actually teach you just about life. You know, like,
yeah.
And how much that can actually change you as a person. Like, I have all these crazy medieval concepts of honor and all that kind of stuff because of all the games and books I read when I was a kid. Like, you know, they affect how you develop. But my point anyway when I was talking about The Witcher was when that happened with at the end of Triss's storyline in The Witcher 3. When that happened, if I get up from a game and I'm across, you know, and I'm going to bed, and it's hours after I finished, after I've stopped playing it, and I'm still running it through my head, what could I have done differently? what did I mess up? You know, what if I'm still, if my mind is still in Temeria with Geralt of Rivia when I'm not playing The Witcher 3, then God has that game done something right. Like really, it's insane, man.
Like, I played The Witcher 3 and I know what choice you're talking about there.
Yeah, you know. So
I don't know.
I haven't played through it yet. Like I haven't finished the game, so I'm on my first
I
playthrough.
haven't.
So I've done
Yeah,
that choice, and I haven't gotten a chance to repeat it yet. So I'm still feeling it, you know.
I did the opposite of what you did, and I got what I want.
Yeah, you
won't
got
say-
what you wanted, dude.
Yeah, I got what I wanted, so I was like,
Hey.
I was pretty
I
satisfied.
can see how that ends.
Yeah.
I can already tell how that
It's
ends.
The Witcher.
Yeah.
Yeah, but see, that's the
Yeah.
thing. Like, see, Connor, you probably remember that fondly because it went well for
Yeah.
you. I don't because I messed it up. I messed it up big time.
Like, I've no traction to your other one now. Like, it's just like, oh, Trish
Yeah.
Marigold.
Yeah. Well, all romance aside, but you know what happens. Do you know what happens if you get it wrong?
Oh no, I don't.
Okay, well then it's kind of a hard thing to say then.
Don't say it.
Yeah, but so yeah, I'm not gonna spoil it, but like, but you know when I'm still thinking about a video game and I'm still thinking, what will I do next? How will I fix this? How will I fix this? And I'm not even playing the game anymore. Then that game is like that game. It's like it's affected me like as a person, not just as a gamer, but as a dude. I'm like, I messed up there, and you like I messed up on that choice, and I've learned a real life lesson from it. You know, it's insane how good like how much you can get from a video game.
Like,
It's insane.
like for example, on that, like back in like, I'll go very old. Back in the days of Mario.
In the days
like-
of your
Back in the days of old. And it's like, no, but like back in Mario World, when you first started playing Super Mario, Mario goes off and saves the princess without any hesitation. Not because it's his duty, because it was like the right thing to do. Like, he's an Italian plumber. Like, I know it's a bad example, like, but it's a good example. It's like, it's an early example.
hashtag
it's an
Winkies.
example-
Go on, Mario. I'm sorry, anyway. Go
Like,
on.
and like,
All he
actually,
gets is a kiss.
Like, yeah, all he
Mario
gets is a
64,
kiss.
He
but-
gets a kiss and a cake.
Yeah, I've just killed hundreds of innocent mushrooms for you. And all I
Yeah,
get is a
but, like-
cake.
Last hole.
Yeah.
Get a
Yeah,
fucking
but he
cake.
does it because it's a good thing, like, not
Yeah.
because he wants to.
Yeah,
like,
you go to the basically in Mario 64. You're invited by Peach or Princess Toadstool to go and get a cake, and then when you arrive, she's been kidnapped, and you get the cake. Then you save her.
You
and
eat
get-
her cake and leave her to die.
Or like another one is like Pokemon, where like your Pokemon, you're going to form a bond with them. And I posted something a while ago about, like, you know, what love is like Pokemon. You know,
I
like,
think I think I liked that on your Facebook actually. I looked at it this morning.
I think I have the photo here, and I'll read it. Yeah, it's right here. For any of the sad individuals like myself.
Yeah.
Love is a lot like Pokemon. You're going to get a starter, and it's going to mean a lot to you. But throughout the game, you'll run into plenty of other Pokemon. Some you'll use a Pokeball to catch, others you'll use a Great Ball, or even an Ultra Ball. You're going to run into a couple of rare Pokemon, or even a few legendary Pokemon. You might catch them, you might not. But no matter what you do, save your Master Ball. Save your Master Ball for that one Pokemon that is truly legendary.
Yeah, I remember
like-
I read that this morning. That's pretty good.
Yeah, like this, and that's like, and Pokemon, like, is basically, you have this creature who you form a bond with. Like, I still to this day have an emotional attachment to my Squirtle. Like, and when he grew
That
up to
sounds
a
so wrong.
Yeah, but you know what I mean. Like, you
Yeah,
know,
I
like,
get
he
you, I
grew-
get
like, you got, like, when you started the game, he was just a baby. He was small. He was a baby. He was level 5. then like over time the two of you develop a bond, and he grows up from a Squirtle to a Wartortle to a Blastoise, and like he's been Squirtle has been like my favorite Pokemon like ever since I started playing Pokemon, and that's a game I got immersed with like.
Yeah. See, that's the thing. Is, like, when you get oh, sorry, go on, Eric.
No, go on. Okay,
well, like when you get so immersed in a game, like it can like, you know, like especially a game like The Witcher, you learn lessons from The Witcher, like real life lessons, but you don't know what kind of lessons they are, because almost all the stuff in The Witcher is a very morally grey area anyway, all the stuff that happens in it. But like take the Barons, the bloody Barons storyline, Connor. I'm assuming if you've gotten it far enough to do Triss's story, you've definitely done the Barons. Like, look at that guy. Now, you can learn a lesson not to do what he's done. Like I felt bad for him, even though he was an absolutely horrible individual. Because he the terrible situation that he's in, he's created himself, because, you know. To avoid spoilers, because Eric hasn't played the game yet, he's driven, his wife and daughter run away, and he falls. He essentially
told me about this before. So
okay. Well, his wife and daughter are driven away by him because he's a violent drunk, and you know, and he's essentially an asshole. So like, but when that happens to him. His character, like him, the Baron, like emotionally just falls apart, and like as Geralt, like you can be sitting there and you can talk to him about it. You can literally sit down in front of a fire in his castle, and you can be, you know, that nice person, you know, who people go like, he confides in you, and you can sit there and just listen to him talk about all the crap he's done in his life and all the mistakes he's made and how he's sorry and all that. Like, you know, it's like how in real life, you know, when one of your friends is feeling bad and they talk to you about it, you essentially do that in a video game. And it's, I don't know, when that happened, it was so weird, because I've never done anything like that in a game before.
And up to that point, you thought Baron was a total asshole until he poured his heart
out. This guy's just yeah. And then you're like, holy crap, I feel really bad for him.
Yeah.
And like I've done a lot of stuff like that in like.
The last proper game to ever get me fully, like, I used the word immersed there, is Metal Gear Solid 3.
Oh yep, I'm there.
Because that fucking game,
that's
man. The end of that game makes you break down.
That is I'll say this straight out, Metal Gear Solid is one of my favourite games of all time. All the Metal Gear Solids.
It's literally flawless. Like, there is zero flaws with that game.
Like, Metal Gear Solid 3 is amazing.
No flaws.
Like, when Timmy came up to me and told me told me, like, you can pick a topic or whatever you want, I deeply consider talking about Metal Gear Solid for a bit, like.
Yeah, it's a... Metal Gear Solid 3 is so good.
I know the ending, so like, you don't have to worry about spoilers. But
when you go through that ending, and you're like, first off, you feel super sad. Then you feel super badass because that Ocelot fight in the end is absolutely badass. Then you feel really, really sad again.
Okay, well you can. Okay, well, just for anyone watching who hasn't finished Metal Gear Solid 3. Just,
what are you doing?
Yeah, go and play it. Stop watching this video. Go and play it, because I'm going to allow them to spoil it right now. So anyway, so just like, you've been warned. If don't comment saying I've spoiled it. You've been warned.
Spoiler.
So like explain how it affected you a bit more.
So throughout the game,
I know anyway.
The boss is trying to you were tasked to kill the boss, which is your former mentor.
Who's your former mentor? Yeah. From World War II.
She keeps telling you, fucking go away, leave. It's not your problem. So after you fight through the game and you finally get to her at the end, she tells you how she was all, okay, this is why I defected to the Soviet Union, and this is why one of us have to die here. One of us have to be the boss.
And just to clarify a bit quickly,
Sorry, and we could
yeah. God damn, go on, Connor.
Yeah.
okay, we could explain what's going on, but that would take like another video in itself.
Yeah,
The story of
yeah.
Metal Gear Solid will take like a
Well, that's what I wanted to fill in just for a quick second. Just going up to this point in the game, you just think she's defected and that she's evil.
Yeah.
Because she
And
does
then
some,
she tells
she
you
does
then
some pretty devastatingly violent things to Snake in the early game.
Like Snake is all like
more
Snake
like
doesn't want to
Big
kill her.
Boss. Sorry guys, Big Boss.
Yeah, well,
he's
you know what I
he's
mean.
naked Snake in this.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, but
So,
but she, you
basically-
know, up to that point, you think she's the bad guy. You don't
Yeah,
you
and
don't
then-
really
but then
feel
no,
for
then
her
she
that
tells you-
much.
Yeah.
You know, but at that point, then that's when whoop, 360. You now hate yourself.
Yeah, she's like, no,
continue.
she tells you then she's all like, oh yeah, I was tasked to do the same thing. I had to kill the Sorrow and all this shit. But she loved the Sorrow, so when she did it, she felt really bad, and she didn't want to fucking live on anymore after that shit.
Who's the Sorrow again? Which one is that?
The Sorrow is the dead guy that you fight in like purgatory, and it's fucking awesome.
He's like
But,
he's like the Psycho Mantis of that game.
Yeah, he's
Would
the
be-
Yeah,
Psycho
I
Mantis
never
in that
got
game.
I never got to his boss fight. So
Oh well, it's not really a boss fight, but anyway.
It's
you
more
know,
like
I never
an
got
encounter.
After that,
I
yeah.
never got that far in the game. Like, you know, I never finished Metal Gear Solid 3 because the
So,
HD
anyway.
Collection's Xbox controls were atrocious.
They're alright.
Oh, they're
But-
dirty.
Yeah, it was meant to be
They are
played- it was meant to be
filthy.
played on a PlayStation.
They were
controller
disgustingly
Hey,
bad.
we're not being a
Heresy.
mass.
It's heresy if you don't play Metal Gear Solid on a PlayStation.
Oh, I played. I didn't play much of 3 on the PS2, but I finished Metal Gear Solid 2: Sons of Liberty on. Oh man, on PS. I must have finished it 5 times on PS2 before my PS2 exploded.
But anyway, back to
Back to Eric's
back
point.
to the boss. She's basically like, didn't you fight her anyway? And she's like, one of us have to die here, one of us have to be the boss. So you fight her, and you can choose how Snake reacts to it. Cause you pick up her gun and she's like, shoot me, all right? So you have to press the button to shoot. Otherwise, Snake will just stand there for about fucking as long as you press that button. So
Like-
you can choose, oh, does he give a shit? Bang, or stop.
It's the
for, like,
same for the Assassin's
30
Creed
seconds.
series.
Yeah.
It's the same for the Assassin's Creed series. It's Assassin's Creed Revelations, maybe.
Maybe,
I don't
yeah.
like you know what I'm talking about, right?
I think
like
so,
that,
yeah.
That you have to do it. Like
Yeah.
it was a prompt, and you like it wasn't going to advance unless you do it.
Yeah.
Ooh.
But
Oh,
Yeah,
is that
but,
is that where Desmond does the thing?
Yeah, the last bit,
Okay,
the final bit.
That's Assassin's Creed 3, I think, or
2.
Brotherhood.
that was 2.
No, it's
yeah.
no, it's
I thought it
Brotherhood.
was-
It's Brotherhood. It's not 2. It's Brotherhood.
I
I
thought it was
think.
Revelations.
No,
I don't know, it wasn't
Revelations is the game that comes after that.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
Revelations is the one where you go into the cave and then bye bye Desmond.
Yeah.
No, that's
Anyway,
three.
back to the
Is
boss.
that 3? Okay, anyway,
Yeah.
screw
That's
it. Anyway,
3.
back
Back
to
to the boss. You find out then after that she didn't defect. She was sent in to try to get the nukes out of Russia.
As a double agent.
Yeah, as a double agent. But since one of the nukes went off, America had to put the blame on her.
Because it was the Cold War, like.
Yeah. So
This
she
was-
agrees to become a traitor and die for her country.
And that's
And
when... That's
her
when
name
big...
is, yeah, and as I said her name will always be known as a traitor and everything in the history books. But you will know that she died a hero. And then at the end, Snake like does a salute to her fucking grave, and one tear goes down his eye, and you're sitting there like as a mess.
you're in
Just
you're
there,
in
like,
a heap. Like
Yeah,
I
you're
never
just-
finished it, but I did watch that scene, like that whole like
fantastic
half
scene.
an hour of the ending, and
What's
even
also-
watching it, I was like, I literally saluted my screen. I was like,
Yeah, I did as well. I actually did as well.
What's
Yeah,
what's
that's a really good
also
scene.
what's also a good scene is the final scene in Metal Gear Solid 4, where
Yeah.
Old Snake finally meets Big Boss for the first time.
Yeah.
like.
Yeah.
And like
Well,
and
not
he
the first time, but
like
first time we're not fighting each other.
yeah, like as in peace, like, and that's
Yeah.
that's where Metal Gear Solid should have ended. It should have ended like that, and that would have been the perfect ending, like, because
No, it's
like,
not like 5 has one of those moments as well where you're in the quarantine zone. But I won't spoil that. The quarantine mission in Metal Gear Solid 5 is
in
its
the
best
Phantom
part.
mediocrity.
Yeah, it's the best part
Yeah.
of the fucking game. And
Yeah,
why
this
the whole game isn't like that, I have absolutely no idea.
Because Konami were just in a heap.
It was Kojima.
they were
Kojima
getting rid
did
of
fuck up in this game.
fucking Kojima, like they were just like getting rid of him, and they want to concentrate on mobile gaming now
And
because they think it's the way
casinos.
forward.
What are them machines called? Whatever.
Slot machines.
Yeah. There is a Silent Hill one now.
Yeah, I know. I
We'll
walked
revive
past. I
Silent
walked
Hill. Here's
past.
a pachinko slot machine.
I walked past Konami branded slot machines when I was in Canada.
Yeah. Goddamn Konami.
Yeah, god damn it.
But yeah, like
Yeah, tangent aside.
Yeah. They all. I guess Solid has those immersion moments.
Yeah, it does. Like, and even at the very start where you meet Snake,
Yeah.
where he's like, I'm not, like where Mero goes, you're a war hero to everybody. He's like, I am not a hero. That's not what I am. Like, I'm a bad guy.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good, like it's a fucking
Like,
great game.
I just think what makes games great, especially for me, because for me it's RPGs. I collect RPGs. I collect old video games. Specifically, I collect RPGs. And I try my best to get around to playing through all of them. And you know, what makes a game great is when you take away more than just fun from the game. When you take, when a game makes you think and it teaches you things like that affect you in real life, you know, you can be very humbled by a video game. Like, because when it's immersive, you don't think this is a video game. You don't think, like, not once have I ever gotten up from playing The Witcher 3 and said, oh, well, it didn't really matter because it was just a game. It wasn't real. You know, it didn't actually happen. Not once have I ever done that, getting up from a game that I've been really immersed in. And because...
but after playing for so long, you get attached to the character, though. That's what you're saying, like.
Yeah, but, like, you can... Like, when you... It's kind of hard to put into words, but, like, when you are humbled by a game, and like, when a video game makes you think... when a video game makes you want to be a better person, makes you want to be selfless, and makes you think, you know what, I don't actually have it that bad.
Yeah.
When a video game makes you think that, man, that's something beautiful. That's truly something beautiful.
Like,
really
you can tie that, like, we'll do this again, we'll tie it back to Metal Gear Solid, and then you have the thought when you're sitting there, is like, were we the good guys or the bad guys at the end of it, like...
I wish the Phantom Pain actually argued that more. Like, that's what Phantom Pain should have been, where, like, it should have been, boss is a good guy in the Peace Walker, and it has to tell you why he's a bad guy in Metal Gear 1 and 2. It doesn't do that, and that's what it needed to do. But yeah, I can see what you mean in the third game at the end of it, where, like, you're like, I just killed the American hero. And Snake feels bad about it, but he knows that's what he needed to do, because the boss tells him to do it.
But after
like,
that...
it's your duty to kill me.
But after that, he had enough.
To kill you.
Yeah. Thing is, I can tie this back into real life. I'm joining the military. And I will have to go on tour. And if I have to if I have to kill a man, yeah, it might be in self-defense, whatever. If I have to kill a terrorist, if I have to shoot somebody in the head to protect, whether it be myself, one of my friends, one of my comrades, or just some innocent random person that might be nearby at the time, it's necessary, but that doesn't mean I'll have to personally feel good about it.
Probably vomit the first time.
Yeah, like, hopefully I won't need to kill anybody, but like, that's what I mean, like, it's... I might, like, even if I have to, it's necessary. If I have to kill somebody who is evil, and it was necessary, and I had to do it, that doesn't, like, whether it be necessary or not, that it doesn't change how you feel about it. Like, at the end of the day, I will have just taken another human being's life.
Yeah.
You know, and like, a point that just came to me there, just talking about that, is that, lot of people might think that video games might desensitize you to something like that, but I think the complete opposite. They don't desensitize you, like especially that scene at the end of Metal Gear Solid. You just had to kill essentially one of Snake's best friends.
You killed
and
you
like
killed
a
your
mother figure to him.
pretty much.
Give her, like, you know, he's just had to kill them in the head.
Mother, friend, like.
Yeah, somebody he
Yes,
holds
yeah,
personally
pretty much a
extremely
mother
close to him.
Yeah.
And if that really pulled on your heartstrings, I'll be honest,
I
I
really
shed a
like
tear.
how
I
the
shed
whole
a
way through the
tear.
game, the whole way through the game, where they're like, when it also further argues the point when you shoot the boss, does Snake care or not? Because throughout the game, your fucking people on the radio are like, are you really gonna go through with this? And
Your handlers.
Snake is always like, Snake is always like, I don't know. I don't know if I will. Like, he doesn't ever say.
He never
yes
says,
or-
yeah, I'm gonna do it.
No, yeah, he never says yeah. Like, he's never he's never hesitant, but he's never confirming that he's gonna do it as well. So he's always indifferent in those parts. So it's up to you to see how he cares about it.
Yeah, and like as I was saying, like it doesn't, like you get the feeling, like with the immersion, when you execute the boss. Is that what she's called? Yeah, the boss.
You
Yeah,
become
when
the
you
boss
execute
after,
her at the end, and you really feel
Or
that
the
pain.
joy, if you want to be
Yeah,
specific.
and you really feel that pain. I think it teaches you how to cope better with real life pain. Like, you know, like, well, it definitely teaches me, because I, you know, with just my earlier life and whatnot, it's just, I can relate a lot more to video games than I can to people. And I'm literally I'm being honest, I'm not trying to sound edgy or any of that crap, but,
Yeah.
like, I think it helps teach you how to cope with something like that, like, when you have felt genuine sadness from playing a game and at something that's happened in the game, it won't desensitize you to sadness. It'll just help you cope with it better. Like, if I never played a video game in my life and I joined the army and I had to shoot somebody, I'd probably feel really, really torn up about it.
I still feel really torn up about it.
Yeah, but
Either
you
way,
know,
like, you're going
having
you're
had to
torn up
do
about
that
it.
also in a video game, and being that emotionally attached to video games anyway, I think it might help me a bit if I ever do have to kill somebody. Like,
Yeah.
it's obviously going to be still
Hopefully
horrible, and
not.
I'll still feel terrible, and hopefully I'll never have to do that. But I
Yeah.
think
One day
I think just in your mind, your emotional brain will be able to cope with it better. You know,
Yeah.
rather than just you falling apart. I think
Yeah.
it kind of strengthens you emotionally. That's what I think they do. It strengthens you emotionally.
Yeah.
As gay as that sounds, but you know, that's
Yeah.
what I think. There are no prejudices or any of that internet or real life crap on this podcast. You can say what you want and you won't be judged for it, not by me anyway.
So then,
I think we should wrap this up now. It's gone
Yeah.
way over the hour.
Yeah.
oh really? We only do this for an hour?
Yeah, usually,
Well, an hour or 2 hours, it's all the same to me. If you've anything to add, like, I'm not on a time limit. I've got all night. So if you've anything to add, go right ahead.
Oh no! This is your show here, your show, Mr. Chaotic here.
No,
Like,
I'm being honest though. Like, it's it can be an hour to 2 hours. Like, some videos, it's not any hassle to me. Please, no, really, if you have something to add it there, please.
Oh no!
Enhance
I don't have anything to add. Like, I'm just
Okay.
like
let me just throw something completely out of
Context.
place here. I have to say my daily thing. Please, Doom 4, be good.
Oh yeah.
Everyone's there?
Okay, that checks that box.
Yeah, I gotta check that box every single fucking day.
Ironically enough, Doomsday has been averted.
You remember? No. On a side note about Doomsday, you know the wrestler Randy Savage, Macho Man Randy Savage.
Yeah.
When he passed away, there was supposed to be like a world-ending event, and so
Randy
a lot of
Savage
fans-
sacrificed his life to save the planet.
So basically, the
Sounds like
apocalyptic
the
world comes-
plot to Armageddon, except instead of Bruce Willis, it's Randy Savage.
It's like, oh no, brother! You think you're gonna stop the world? Not on my watch!
Shoves us. It was no, that's Mick Foley. I thought he was gonna say shoves a sock
I said
down the
brother
throat
though.
of Doomsday.
Yeah, you said.
Yeah.
Hold on, you're official.
We-
You're racist now. Well
We
done.
Guys,
mixed
guys,
up
love the
about
whole club.
15 wrestlers there.
Hashtag
But,
justice for Hulk.
oh yeah! You're not getting through me! Apocalyptic event.
Just a generic apocalyptic event.
Just dives into it.
You will not pass here, generic apocalyptic event.
No, what's the other one? You know the guy that's like Chuck Norris, Sega Samurai or something? He was the guy that was like the spokesperson for like the Sega Drive.
Oh, that guy must have been a loser.
I don't
I don't know either. I'm probably not old enough to remember that.
Oh.
No, I'm definitely not old enough to remember the Sega Mega Drive.
I'll get you his name because I remember it because he did an ad where he where he passed away. He did an ad where
Is
he
that the
stopped
dude where he
the
kind of
rocket.
starts in like a mini home theater and all the ads? Or is that a different platform? And he starts like jumping around the screen. And he's like, this is so good.
They got that from Shanshiro.
Okay,
No,
I'm not thinking of it. Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know that guy.
It's so funny because a rocket was attacking the Sega building, and Sega Samurai just kind of like got on the building, stopped the rocket by touching it by having his legs like strapped to the building, and he's just like he stops the rocket, and then he pushes it with him, and he does like a kind of Iron Giant ending.
That's fantastic.
And it's actually a death battle where Chuck Norris fights Sega Samurai. The two of them fight so much they cause an apocalyptic event and the entire universe ends.
That's the best.
And they're still out there somewhere fighting each other.
Yeah, and he's like, deep in our hearts,
the
he
ultimate
will always...
showdown of Ultimate Destiny.
Yeah.
Bad guys and explosions.
So yeah, okay, so
Best
to wrap
meme in
up the
2007.
episode, anyway, any final thoughts on anything there from anybody?
No.
On any of the points we made?
We'd be repeating ourselves if we went back though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hope that as a YouTuber that something might change, change might come, because I'm scared, this is what I'm scared of at the moment, because this is literally what I really enjoy doing,
Yeah, well, neither of us make money off our YouTube channels anyway. So
Yeah,
we
don't really
If
care
I ever
about
had
it.
a YouTube channel, I wouldn't want to make money off of it.
Yeah, so yeah, alright, critical.
I would.
So,
I'm not gonna lie.
It would just change how.
Yeah, again, alright, critical. Alright, critical. Relax.
Yeah, but no, yeah, alright, critical.
That's-
But
yeah.
he makes a very valid point.
Yeah, but I don't agree with that point. But anyway, regardless. Yeah, well, we don't make money, so we've nothing to worry about. Because at the end of the day, that's what it's all about. So yeah. Anyway, well, to close, because I was talking a bit more, another philosophy edition one, whatever, towards the end there. I did talk a bit. I did mention
Philosophy 2.0 hashtag
I did-
Justice for Hulk.
I did mention a bit about video games and how they can help people. And as I said in last week's episode, if anybody has had a bad day, if you've had a bad day, whoever's watching, stop watching the podcast. If you've had a bad day, just go play your favourite game for a while, and I guarantee you that when you're done playing the game, you will feel better, regardless of what's happening. You will feel better. You will.
And if you still don't feel okay, just know that we love you.
Yeah, he loves you.
Yeah, I consider
Every person
everybody...
who watches this, I genuinely care about your views and your opinions. It's especially a podcast, man. This is I said it's going on 2 hours long. If you sit down and watch this whole thing,
About an hour and a half now.
If
you're cool.
This for 5 minutes, God bless you, sir.
Yeah. Yeah. And you'll never hear this because you'll probably watch the first 5 minutes. You'll never hear our message, but
we love you.
I've nearly hit 100 subs. I have 97 subscribers at the moment.
98. I just subscribed there actually.
Thank you, Connor.
Are we going to celebrate actually on that note? When we hit 100, are we going to do a celebration?
Yeah, man. I don't know how we'll celebrate, but it will involve some alcohol.
We'll do like a fun 100 sub video, and then we'll go out. We'll go out drinking.
Yeah, man. That's a plan. Try making a vlog actually if I can.
I have a GoPro actually, so we can do that if you want.
Oh yeah,
We can do
definitely.
it.
That's a plan, man.
You
So yeah,
can have
for
like
every single view I get, I really do appreciate it because like I
every view
genuinely,
you get, you masturbate.
yeah. Then I've missed out on a lot of work.
Yeah.
But yeah, because you know I'm genuinely passionate about making YouTube videos, and you know I put some time and effort into you know recording. You know I put up a video every day for the last 2 weeks. Like you know I'm actually passionate about making content, and I am working. You know
Yeah.
you know.
I'm
So
in
I do
college myself, like
anyone who views it, I really do appreciate it. And as with Connor, like he works, he's in college, you know, and he still does it. He still puts it up. He put up a video today, and he's on this podcast. That just goes to show for him, like
but to be honest, I did take like a huge break during Christmas because I didn't know what I actually wanted to do.
yeah. I took a
Like
2 year break off this channel, man. Putting up a video like once every 3 weeks, like you know, we've all done it.
yeah, and now I just decided like this is actually what I really want to do. Like, and I'm going to stay in college, like, cause like that's my safety net, like. But like I've expressed like my interest in going further in this if I actually do have a chance, like. But like I express but I won't go further into that because it's kind of stupid like at the moment, like. But you know it's up there, like you know.
Yeah, well, every big YouTuber started out with 10 subs, 1 sub, you know, and you all gotta
Zero
start
subs.
somewhere. Yeah, 0 subs, zero
Yeah.
views, but you all gotta start somewhere, right? But yeah, I will also be linking Connor's channel down below. It's called the Bread Mafia, also based in Limerick, I do believe. Yeah, it's Limerick. Yeah.
Yeah, we're both from Limerick.
Yeah, and him and a few of his friends. I don't know them personally. I've met the guys before, but looking forward to it. I'm going to try and definitely get you guys on for maybe a few more podcasts or some other collaborations, maybe. Whatever,
I
whatever
definitely
you're
would
up for.
love.
And,
I could see us doing some Gary's mod, like, because that's just stupidity and it's simple to record, like.
yeah, and
It's,
so
it's very easy to do.
I linked their channel
I'll
in the
join in on
description.
that.
I really do
Go on
urge you
YouTube
to
channel.
go look at their channel. They put up some pretty funny content, you know, and they're dedicated and they're a cool bunch of guys. So go give them I'm asking you, my subscribers, go subscribe to them. If you value anything I ever say, go subscribe to those guys. They are good. They enjoy putting up videos, and that's what counts. So
Yeah,
yeah.
or not. Like, I really don't care.
Yeah.
Regardless.
Yeah, but if you like the video, guys, hit the like button. If you didn't like the video, hit the dislike button. You know, that's what
Or
they're there for.
or spam comments and tell Timmy you suck at everything
Yeah.
you do.
Yeah, you could do
But-
that
Because he
too.
does. You suck to me.
Yeah.
I'm just like,
I'll
in this video right now.
I'll copyright claim my own video for you saying that,
Yeah.
and I'll ruin my career.
It's like you're watching. It's like, oh, that dipshit Timmy.
Yeah.
Copyright.
Oh my god, he's mentioned my name. Copyright. I own that. I now own you.
I own that name. I own that
Also,
voice.
This is
also,
my
everybody
digits.
should listen to Ninja Sex Party.
Oh god, don't start playing it now because I will actually get hit for copyright if you
Oh
Stop
no,
playing
God,
anything,
no!
yeah.
Like I have the headphones on, so like there's no echo.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Well guys, anyway, I really hope you enjoyed watching the video. As I said, you know, play some video games, have a good time. You know, that's what we're here for. We're here to chat. We're here to chat. If any of you are fellow YouTubers or just feel very strongly about your opinions, message me on YouTube and we'll see about getting you onto one of the future episodes. So, without further ado, guys, I'm Eric Alex, the role-playing gamer. Eric is the Rickmeister. Connor is Connor from the Bread Mafia. You should really go check out their channel. I will put a link in the description to his channel and also the Where's the Fair Use videos put up by the Nostalgia Critic, Jim Sterling and Boogie2988. I'm Eric Alex. Okay, go on.
No, I might send you the video, the picture about love is like Pokemon.
Yeah. Okay.
If you feel like you want to read it.
Yeah, I've read it already. I liked it on your Facebook.
But like you want to see your fans read it.
Yeah, I might actually have to. I'll try and edit that in if I can. I'm not very good at using the YouTube editor, but yeah, I'll definitely go for that. I'm Eric Alex, the role-playing gamer, guys. See you all later.